The Supermarine Spitfire was more than just a fighter plane. It was the identity of Britain during World War II. Pilots loved its speed and agility, calling it a war-winning machine. But in reality, it had a major flaw, one that almost cost Britain the war. Whenever the Spitfire engaged in dogfights with German Messerschmitt Bf-109s, its engine would cut out when diving. Meanwhile, the German planes had no such issue, allowing their pilots to dominate the skies. The Battle of Britain was won, but only with great difficulty. Britain knew that if they wanted to win the rest of the war, they had to fix the Spitfire's fatal flaw. A deadly problem in the skies. The issue was in the Rolls-Royce Merlin engine. During a steep dive, fuel in the carburetor was thrown upward instead of flowing properly to the engine. This caused the engine to stall, leaving pilots vulnerable at the worst possible moment. At first, engineers from Rolls-Royce and the Royal Aircraft Establishment struggled to find a solution. Nothing worked. That's when an unexpected hero stepped in, a woman named Beatrice Tilly Schilling, the engineer who changed history. Schilling wasn't just an engineer, she was a fearless innovator. She had been passionate about machines since childhood, fixing and racing motorcycles. In fact, she was the fastest woman on a motorcycle at Brooklyn's racetrack. Despite society's resistance to women in engineering, she earned a degree in mechanical engineering and joined the RAE, where she worked on aircraft engines. When Rolls-Royce failed to solve the Spitfire's problem, Schilling stepped forward. Many doubted her, but in just a few days, she came up with a simple yet brilliant solution. She designed a small brass restrictor with a hole of a precise diameter. The best part? It was easy to install. Pilots could have it fitted without removing the engine, a massive advantage in wartime. British pilots could now dogfight on equal terms with the Germans, and the Spitfire became the legendary fighter it was meant to be. For her contributions, Schilling was awarded the Order of the British Empire, OBE. After the war, she continued working on advanced military projects, including rocketry and guided weapons. Today, she is remembered not just as a brilliant engineer, but as a pioneer for women in science and engineering. Some even say that without her, World War II might have had a different ending.